Kit.
And I'm Shane.
And this is our story of how we came to know Jesus.
When I was young, I grew up in the Christian Science faith. My parents were Christian scientists, long family history of being in that faith. And here at this particular service, at the end of the service, they asked about things going on in people's lives. And this lady stood up and praised God that, he helped her find her diamond that she'd lost in her ring. And everybody was applauding. And I just thought that was the wrong thing, that people were going to church for the wrong reason. And so I kind of went inside myself and thought, I'm my own church. And as long as I carried it here, that I was good. And then something happened in our lives that made me realize that wasn't a truth for me any longer. So
I did not grow up going to church. It was never a part of our life. And it was never taboo or anything. It was never positive or negative. It just wasn't. We started homeschooling, and the homeschool crowd really kind of saved me because it was just this amazing group of support and friends for both me and the kids. Prior to all this, the boys went to a church preschool, and that experience was amazing. The preschool experience. But that church, I always felt like, well, we're not members, so we're not really invited. Nobody ever reached out or invited us to their family events, and I thought maybe we're not allowed to because we're not part of the church. I just, and I think that kind of set me up too, to think that you're either in or you're out.
Weekends were just occupied doing open houses and taking clients around and all that. So it wasn't a priority in the sense of, I got to go find a church and go attend church.
I saw a post on Facebook that Chatham Community Church was looking for a guitarist for their worship team. And I thought, our son is desperate to play with a group and, on stage. And so I showed him and just left it at that. And he was very, very excited about it. And a few times after he started playing, we decided to come watch him live.
So as we started attending church, something very significant happened in our household. And we learned one of our sons had thought about committing suicide. And I thought that God reached out and stop that from happening.
So our son shared this with us as we were just casually chatting one night. He shared this with us, that he, a few years back, had been in a really dark place. I sat him down and had a talk with him, and that talk changed his thinking and enabled him to pull himself out of that dark place. And when I look back now, I think it's so clear that there was something working in me to put me there at that moment.
That realization for me happened during one of your sermons. And we just both started kind of bawling there in the church. And
Shane leaned over to me and said, I'm going to take communion today. And I looked at him like, okay. And he said, I want to thank God for his work in our son's life. Instantly had tears streaming down my face, and I felt consumed. I felt something just enter me, and it was very clear, and that it was God hugging me. Like, I felt that. But that was my push from the periphery to the deep end. And that was it. And
that's how we found Jesus.